Ready to join the Waddle? Venture out from your cozy nest in a playful quest to gather fish and lay eggs. Along the way, you might even use powers, but each round brings new surprises and shifting opportunities as the ice flows drift and change in this light, family-friendly experience for 2 to 5 players. This is Pack of Penguins. What's going on, mi gente? This is your boy Jazz over at the Lobby of Hobbies, and today I'm bringing you a sponsored video from publisher Imagine Bin, and this is a game launching on Kickstarter April 21st. This is Pack of Penguins, designed by Bin Lee and art by Kendall Gates. Now, this is a 2 to 5 player family-friendly card game that plays in about 10 to maybe 15 minutes, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of rundown on what this one is all about and let you determine whether or not this is something that you want to back when it hits Kickstarter. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so let's talk about Pack of Penguins, how it plays, and whether or not this is something you want to back on Kickstarter. Again, I said this is a filler game. It plays in 10 to 15 minutes only over the course of 7 rounds, and this one is for ages 8 and over. But after you hear how it plays, I'll let you determine whether or not you think a younger gamer is ready for this one in your household. But like with most Kickstarter campaigns, everything you see is in prototype form, so follow along with the link to the Kickstarter campaign down in the description below, and you'll see what updates have been made, what changes have been made to the final production of this one. So let's talk about gameplay. This game, like I said, it's played over 7 rounds. Players are going to be dealt a hand of 8 cards out of a deck of 50 cards numbered 1 through 50. After players have their 8 cards, we're going to create an ice flow deck in the center of the table. To do that, you're going to shuffle all the ice flow cards in the box and deal 7 ice flow cards face down in the center of the table, indicating the 7 rounds in the game. You're going to determine a start player and play can commence. Starting with the first player, they're going to play a card face up, yes I said it, face up to the center of the table and place their penguin token on top of that card, indicating that that card belongs to them. Play will go in turn order clockwise, with each player playing a card, putting their penguin token on it, and arranging the cards as they're played in ascending values, meaning lowest to highest from left to right. After all 5 cards are played, players will look at their card and match it to the location on the ice flow card that's face up in the center of the table and gather the resources, be it eggs, fish, or a combination of both. Now, also, there will be one location on that ice flow card that will have an asterisk, and that will indicate the starting player for the following round. Now, after gathering your resources, players will clear the center of the table, draw a new ice flow card, and starting with the new first player, play will begin, and you'll continue doing this for 7 rounds. And after 7 rounds, players will add up all the fish that they've collected and all of the eggs that they have in their nest and determine who has the most eggs. But the player or players with the least amount of fish will lose 2 eggs from their nest, and then that will determine whoever has the most is the winner. Now, if there is a tie for the most eggs, the player with the most fish is now determined the winner. And if there is still a tie, you take the fish, you slap each other with them, and no, actually, you just start a new game because the tie is, friendly for everybody. Again, this is a family-friendly game. Now, again, the game plays in only 10 minutes, so you can get another game going right away. This is something that you can start your game nights with, you can end your game nights with, or if you have family that is just, light gamers, this is something, you can have a whole game night with your family. Now, that's how the game is played for a full 5-player count. But what happens when you have less than 5 players? What you're actually going to do is still deal out decks for 5 players. And for each player that is not in the game, those undealt decks to players are going to be dummy decks. And at the start of each round, you're going to flip over those dummy deck cards first and place them in the center of the table, and the players that are in the game, starting with the first player, will play their cards to the center of the table, which adds a different element in the dynamic to how the game is strategically played when there's less than 5 players. Also, there is a power module in the game, which makes it, a little bit more variability, a little, added complexity, but not too much. What you're going to do is you're going to shuffle a deck of power cards, and you're going to draw 3 face up in the center of the table, and then you're going to just create a draw deck off to the side. Now, in each round, after players have played their cards, players are going to, in turn order, have the opportunity to pay 1 fish and place it on top of one of those face-up power cards and gain that specific power. Now, players can either use a power card or pass, and we're going to go in clockwise turn order. Players will pay a fish to use a power card or pass. But the key thing here is, once a fish is on a power card, no other player can use that power card, meaning there's only 3 available each round. After that round is over, you're going to look at all the power cards that have fish on them, discard the fish to the center of the table to the supply, and those cards that were used are going to go to the bottom of the power card pile, and you're going to draw more cards until there's 3 new cards face up, and play again like this for 7 rounds. So again, this is another way to play Pack of Penguins that adds a little bit of variability, a little bit of advanced gameplay. Now, if this is something you think is up your alley for your game group or for your friends, your children in your household, again, follow along with the link to the Kickstarter campaign down below, and again, see what they're doing over there at Imagine Bin, and maybe this game is right for you. But I want to thank you guys for checking this one out with me, and again, I will catch you on the next video.